Good morning and welcome to this vlog. Oh my gosh, I have so much to update everybody on. Jesus Christ, it is Saturday, the 12th of June. It's my last day of quarantine. And it's been a fucking hot minute, so let's have an update. So yeah, anyway, I think it's safe to say that the last few weeks have been an absolute blur. So much has happened, but at the same time I just feel like it's been the best. I've not actually got a lot of it on camera, but as I talk you through, you'll probably see some clips of all the cool stuff that I was lucky enough to be able to do. So I'll take you back, I think it's 3 weeks now. So the second to last week of May, week beginning, when would this be? Like the 16th, 17th or something like that. Yeah, 17th of May actually was a Monday. So that week I had to cram in a whole working week to 3 days because I was away to London with Indra on the Thursday because she moved and she's abandoned me. But it was a really cool week. I, managed to pack in a ton of work, get a lot done, get some really good training sessions in, so that was a lot of fun. And then we went to London, which was amazing. We got to see Indra's new studio and helped her move. We even met up with Nikki, who's also a fellow VW Physique teammate, which was absolutely amazing. It was so good to finally meet a friend in like real life after speaking for such a long time. And we went for food. And yeah, in London we just like ate a lot and trained at Muscleworks, which was fucking incredible. Oh my goodness, I'm so jealous that that gets to be Indra's main gym too. Like, oh my days. So that was a lot of fun. And then we went to a drag show with my best friend Shauna and her housemate and some other friends. And we got to see Lawrence Chaney, which was absolutely incredible. I just put in a little clip in here just so you get to see it.
Thank you. Majesty, Alice has escaped. The bounty snatch with the vulgar sword.
Understand through my thick accent. Yeah, right. Fuck off for 10 minutes. Get yourself drunk and we'll see you soon.
And yeah, so that was absolutely incredible. And so the day after, I checked in with Vaughn and I was still drunk and hungover and I had a massive blister on my foot and it was just absolutely agonizing. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to include all the check-ins so far up until now in the next clip too, just so you can kind of see like how my physique changed over the last 2 weeks of being off. And yeah, anyway, so on the Sunday of that week, it would have been like the 23rd of May, I got a train and I went home. So that wasn't the plan. My plan was to fly home on the 2nd of June, but my flights got cancelled the Friday of the week before, so I was like, great, fuck, what am I gonna do? So I just decided, because we were gonna be in London, I could get the Eurostar from London to Paris and then get a train from Paris to my hometown. And that's exactly what I did, and I'm so fucking glad I did it, because the week after, France announced that travellers from the UK would have to quarantine for 2 weeks upon arrival to France, but when I went there it was totally fine. So as long as you had a negative PCR test, you were good. So that was that. So I got home and I got to see my parents. Oh, and it was just the best thing ever. It was so nice. It feels like such a long time ago, and even like thinking about it now makes me a bit emotional. Sorry about that. I think I was just thinking that obviously I don't know when I'll get to see them next, and normally we don't see each other like kind of once every 6 months, but it's not knowing when that will next be possible, that is just like, it's fucking disgusting. I hate it. It just, anyway, but it was such a good time. I just really enjoyed being there, seeing my parents, spending time with my family, spending time with my friends. I could see my best friend too, which was just like the best thing ever. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know, went to the beach, got burned, got a tan, kind of persisting a little bit, which I've been able to maintain during quarantine because the weather's actually been brilliant. So I've been doing my home workouts outdoors and sort of like maintained a bit of the colour on my skin. And I feel like that's been it. I've been in quarantine now. I mean, today's day 10. So tomorrow I will be a free elf. And yeah, I mean, it's been weird, not as grueling as the first time. I think the first time it was like more frustrating. This is last year. I had to quarantine for 2 weeks and it was annoying. I've not had anyone contact me. I've had one text from the government telling me I need to quarantine. I'm like, well, of course, duh. But obviously, like, I suppose part of it, like the frustration of having to pay for PCR tests, like I didn't have to pay for my PCR test to come back to the UK and France, they're free. But the amount of money I've had to drop on just getting COVID tests just makes me feel like someone's getting really fucking rich, especially because in England you can pay to release early and that's 250 quid to kind of finish quarantine on day 5. Anyway, so whatever. But it's been totally fine. You know, I'm busy anyway because I've been away on holiday. There was a lot of admin work and just a lot of work in general that I hadn't done on purpose, obviously. So I've basically just been cracking on with that this week, which has been good. I feel pretty accomplished. Not ticked every single box, but at the same time, it's just been quite tired. Like, to be honest, I've been quite tired. I got my period this week too, so I was a bit like, and yeah, I feel like as of next week, I've got, I think we're starting prep at the beginning of July. We weren't sure whether we were going to start at the end of June or beginning of July, but beginning of July gives me 18 weeks. And today when I checked in, I was the lightest I've been since November, which is fucking crazy. We've been kind of in a maintenance phase since I finished my last recomp, and my body weight's kind of, if anything, just dropped. So I'm holding around 57-ish kilos. And 2 years ago when I started prep, I was in like upper 57s, 58-ish, something like that. But the physique comparison is pretty crazy. I'll put up a couple of pictures because I was complaining, I was getting in my own head a little bit, just a little bit. Everyone's watching this video, he'll be like, you're fucking taking the piss here. But yeah, no, I was getting in my head a little bit thinking, oh God, I don't know if I've made enough progress. I don't know if I'm ready. Just the usual shite. And next week's vlog is going to be on that topic in terms of like being psychologically ready for prep. I don't want to expand on that too much in this one. This is a bit more fun, a bit of an update. But yeah, I feel like I know I'm ready. I know I've made improvements and that's what I really need to give a shit about, because the goal with bodybuilding is to bring your best self to stage. You cannot control who else shows up on the day. So as long as you make sure that you've done everything that you can to bring your best self, then that's all that you should be concerned with. And that's what I'm trying to focus on myself. Even though it is hard, kind of, I think, because I'm not in it yet, once kind of prep starts, the headlights go on and you're just like in that tunnel vision and you're like, great, here we fucking go. But for now, I'm a bit like, maybe just browsing the Instagram a little bit too much, but hey, I know that myself and I know that that will change when we start prep. And yeah, I feel like mentally I'm in a good place, irrespective of like some self-doubt, which I think is pretty normal. It's not stopping me from doing what I need to be doing, that's for sure. But having that time away and really being able to see my family, really being able to enjoy London and just like relax over the next few weeks into prep, I feel like I'm in a really, really strong position mentally, socially, like psychologically, support-wise, like all the people who understand, who need to understand what I'm doing, understand it now better than they ever have, because of course it's the third time that I'm doing it, and I've been in this game now for 4 years. That's how long I've been working with Vaughan for. So I feel like everyone who needs to understand kind of the gist of everything I'm doing is on it with me, which is great, because it feels, I don't need to explain anything to anyone, which is brilliant. And I just paid for my bikini. They're finished paying for my bikini. Pretty much got everything sorted for my first show, so it's quite exciting. It's the first time ever that I've not been like mega financially compromised going into prep. Like the last time I prepped, I was a student. I handed in my dissertation and stepped on stage 2 days later. But this year, it's not the case. Even though I am still like completing my psychology qualification, it's a completely different ballgame. And being self-employed and like working in the fitness industry, it does make a difference. It makes you feel more like like everything that you do in life is in the same kind of journey, which is such a privilege, and I'm so fucking grateful for it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the mini update from me. This vlog probably won't be very long, but I've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up in terms of content. A lot of things that people have been asking about, like posing. Something cool is coming in regards to that. And yeah, obviously my prep vlog series will be starting very, very soon. And as I've been encouraging people on Instagram, is just to ask me any questions and kind of let me know if there's any specific topics you'd like me to cover during prep, so you can get really good quality content and sort of like follow me through the journey if you're interested in following me through the journey. I've been doing these vlogs for such a long time now, and I never thought I'd be still doing them now, but it's actually been a really nice process, just like for me, like from a personal, very selfish perspective, to be able to like look back on them and go, holy shit, yeah, this is what was going on and this is what was in my mind. And I'm sure that come show day and whatnot, I'll be looking back at some of these vlogs and go, holy crap, yeah, you know, we fucking made it and whatnot. So I'll leave this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. As always, it's hugely appreciated. I also want to say a thank you to my clients, if any of them are watching, for just being super patient with me over the last few weeks that I've been off. I've still been doing check-ins and whatnot, but just kind of like being a bit less on my phone and whatnot, and they've all been super understanding, and it really, really does mean the world, because I fucking love what I do. I can't believe I call it a job, and I'm just super grateful to work with each and every single one of you if you're watching this vlog. So yeah, I'll leave it here. I'll catch everyone in next week's vlog, which will be the prep before the prep, and I'm gonna get on and do some steps on my cross trainer, because guess what, I'm still in fucking quarantine. So here we go.
And also just a really positive and uplifting message to you all right now. Think positive and test negative for the coronavirus. Thank you very much.